I'm back with another video. It doesn't matter where I'm going, but I already did a Twitter thread on it and I posted on my account, but I'm going to address it again. This is about Lil Nas X and his latest video, which I just always feel like a proud older cousin when I see him perform or see him, just doing his thing. Very proud, very happy about that. But the video was immaculate. It's fantastic. I love it so much. Industry Baby. I'm talking about Industry Baby. I mean, Montero was a really good video too. I love that song. Love the video. Love Industry Baby. Anyway, the people who are mad, because it's gay, right? He's talking about gay things. You don't become gay when you watch gay things. That's not how gay works, right? So, one, two. There's always we're worried about the children, want to protect the children. That's not his job to protect children. He also, because of the feedback from Montero, he put out this video's not for kids. Parental controls are a thing. You are a parent or guardian and should be monitoring what your child is engaging in and watching anyway. Whether you don't want them to see gay stuff or not, you should be monitoring that stuff anyway, because the internet can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. When I was 8 years old, I wanted America Online, so I went and just grabbed my dad's debit card and just got it. Thankfully, it was a free trial. He was able to cancel it before it started charging him or whatever. But kids can get into stuff, but the point of me bringing that up is that kids can potentially release personal information about you or your family or your whereabouts, and that could be really dangerous. So this isn't even just about monitoring what they're watching. You need to be monitoring how your child is engaging on the internet. Two, there's always this being brought up about he needs to be talking about HIV and AIDS, and one, that's really I don't like when we're talking about HIV and AIDS only we're talking about gay men, and especially gay black men, because anyone of any race and gender and sexual orientation can contract HIV that could potentially develop into AIDS. HIV is not a death sentence anymore. People are living healthy lives who are HIV positive and also are not even passing on the virus to other people because of the developments in medicine. When people are taking who are HIV positive constantly and correctly taking their medication, they are undetectable, which means it's untransmittable. So there's a little education about that. But why is that his job? Because he's gay? Y'all never said this. I saw some whack ass Twitter thread about Adam Lambert did it first, and so that Lil Nas X can exist. Who is Sylvester? Do your gay research, okay? But nobody was telling Adam Lambert he needs to be talking about HIV and AIDS. Nobody is telling any of these other gay white artists, music artists, who, whatever they're doing, that they need to talk about HIV and AIDS. Just because something is sexualized in a music video Lil Nas X is not the person to do that. However, what's really interesting is that with this music video, he has a bail fundraising donation on the YouTube link, which I have donated. He's doing something. He's doing something. So y'all really can't be mad about nothing. But it's not his job. Y'all aren't telling anyone else. Y'all have never told Megan Thee Stallion, love her to death, but y'all have never told Megan Thee Stallion she needs to be talking about safe sex. She needs to be talking about, proper safer sex education and methods. Y'all aren't telling these straight people, or presumably straight people, that they need to be doing this stuff. So it's very targeted and it's very intentional. And also, the last time, when he performed on the BET Awards, and there was this whole uproar of black gay men too saying he needs to be educating about HIV and AIDS prevention. That day at the BET Awards was also National HIV Testing Day, and the BET Awards could have easily talked about how HIV people are pulling up in the parking lot, how HIV plagues or impacts black communities, as black entertainment television, and could have, had some ads about get tested, know your status. That was a thing. I remember Soulja Boy was part of that campaign some years ago. I was in high school. The bag is still in my childhood home or whatever. But why is it his duty to talk about, they're not even having sex. They're not even having sex. Nobody's having sex. The song isn't even about sex. But also, he also is really, Lil Nas X knows how to do the internet. He knows how to do the internet. So he's also trolling y'all, but that was also all his creation and his idea. I mean, a lot of this is just like off the top of my brain. You could look at my post with the Twitter post or whatever, but like that's really irritating. So like, he needs to talk about HIV and AIDS prevention and education. Why don't y'all, are y'all even getting regularly tested for HIV and STIs and STDs? I doubt it. Also, the one thing that always comes back to my mind every time queer artists get any kind of slack for any kind of sexual or PDA whatever in their music videos or in their performances, I think back up to DaBaby. There was a girl who opened her mouth and semen poured out of her mouth, and he's semen boarding. He's not snowboarding, he's semen boarding on the semen on her tongue. Y'all didn't ask that man about safe oral sex. Y'all didn't ask him, is he talking about using flavored condoms or dental dams for safe oral sex? Y'all didn't ask him to advocate against or advocate for getting tested for gonorrhea and syphilis and chlamydia and herpes. Like, y'all didn't say none of that. Like, it's really tired. If you're going to do it for one, do it for all. If you're going to do it for one, do it for all, and walk the talk that y'all doing. Like, y'all are not getting tested. I know people aren't getting tested. I know you aren't. And HIV testing can be free. It's free a lot of places. There are even places that will give you some incentive. Like whenever I would get HIV tested, especially when we would bring them to work, and that would be like an opportunity for me to, model behavior. Like, everybody should go get tested. At the time, I was identifying as straight, and I'm like, people need to go get tested every 6 months, and even every 3 months if you're very sexually active. But they gave away $10 gift cards to like ShopRite, Target, and yeah, it's $10, but that could be something free, a couple free things depending on what you're buying. I don't know. Oh, that clap is ringing. But that's just something that's on my mind before I got to get out the car and take care of my errands, because I have to go get my second vaccine dose in like 15 minutes. But second vaccine dose, whatever, it doesn't matter. But leave that boy alone. Let him be gay as hell in peace. He is doing some really groundbreaking, whether he's intentional or not. A lot of the times when he puts out something, he like posts a letter to himself, but it is so impactful to all the little gay and queer and bisexual black boys out there. That's like, it's okay for you to, one, be not straight, and also for you to be proud of it and to just be it and do whatever you want. Whether you want to be like rainbows everywhere or you just want to be okay with who you are, like, this shit could be literally life-saving. And I'm not trying to make him some, the person or whatever, but he's doing some really amazing stuff. And I've seen some grown ass queer men on Twitter who were like, if I had a Lil Nas X when I was growing up who was this outwardly queer and open, who knows how my life would have been, how many more things I would have engaged in and gone for, because I would have felt confident in myself completely. So this is not a video for anyone who's like super homophobic, or the hoteps, which I kind of want a different word. I don't know, but homophobic black people, super conservative people who are not for the gays and the trans people and the queers and all that stuff. Like, this is not for them. Like, y'all gonna feel the way you feel, but it's just like disputing some of these claims that are thrown out there all the time. Like, y'all need to parent your children. Like, y'all can't, the same way y'all get mad at Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion about your kids and Nicki Minaj and all that kind of stuff, y'all need to monitor what your children are doing. And no, you can't stop them from doing everything, but I was raised right. So I was raised right, and I still got into stuff. I still saw stuff, but because I was raised right and I had a parent who also wasn't super restrictive on stuff, like, these are also conversations. I don't have children, but I was a child, and these are opportunities for you to be able to talk to your children about this kind of stuff. That's what comes with parenting. That's what comes with parenting. You got to educate your child about the world, and how to protect themselves, in this world. So, I don't know. No, I'm not telling you to have your children watch the video, because there are presumably naked men dancing in the showers of a prison, and also then liberating themselves from prison. It's very symbolic of, I've been in the closet and been hiding so much, and then I was able to break out, and therefore everyone else is able to break out, come out, and be themselves and be free. But I'm not telling you to tell your children to watch that, but like, you know, hey, if they've seen it, you know, like, okay, let's talk about it. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What questions do you have? There's so many resources online. Sex Positive Families, I think, is the Instagram name. I'll probably just type it on here somewhere. But they share so many resources and tips about talking to your children about sex, like actual sex. And there's so many other resources to help to talk to your children about sexual orientation and gender identity and all that stuff, because it can be difficult, especially if you yourself were not educated and aren't really all that educated. You know, you want to have some information, or y'all can learn for yourself. That's good modeling behavior for your children. Like, this is how you learn. Like, this is how you can learn something. I don't know it, and you know, mommy, daddy, parent, whatever, guardian, I don't know something, and I'm going to show you that I'm human and I don't know some things, and I'm going to learn. I don't know. These are just a lot of thoughts, and I'm playing around because I need to get out the car. But those are my thoughts. I'll probably, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Raging Black Girl out. I'm gonna go get my second vaccine dose. Bye.